It's a strange thought, isn't it? That something so simple, so routine, something we've done every night of our lives, could slowly become dangerous as we age. But it happens, more often than most people realize. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-boosting tip from Elder's Guidance. He was 71, went to bed after a normal day, no serious health problems, just a regular evening. And the next morning, he didn't wake up. His family was stunned. There were no warnings, no signs, just silence. Moments like that leave us with questions. Could it have been prevented? Was something missed? And more importantly, what can we do differently to protect ourselves and the people we love? If you're over 70 or even approaching it, this message is for you. Because the truth is, our bodies change in ways that aren't always obvious. What felt harmless at 45 can become risky at 75, especially when it comes to how we treat our bodies at night. This video isn't about fear, it's about awareness. Because once you know the habits that quietly raise your risk of heart attacks, strokes, falls, memory loss, and sleep apnea, you can change them. And those small changes? They can add years to your life. But more than that, they can add strength to your mornings, peace to your nights, clarity to your mind, energy to your days. We're going to talk about 4 silent sleep habits that can become dangerous after 70. And most people have no idea they're doing them. Some of what you'll hear may surprise you. Some of it might hit close to home. But I promise you this, by the end, you'll walk away with not just insight, but action. Steps you can take tonight to sleep more deeply, wake up safer, and live stronger. So get comfortable. This conversation could change the way you treat your evenings, and possibly the rest of your life. And before we begin, if this kind of truth matters to you, if you're here because you want to age with clarity, courage, and care, then take a moment to subscribe to Elder's Guidance. We're here for you, with real talk and real tools, because you deserve nothing less. Let's start with a simple truth. Sleep doesn't work the same way it used to. If you're over 70 and wondering why your nights feel lighter, more interrupted, or less restful, you're not imagining it. You're not broken. You're just changing. As we age, the body's internal clock, our circadian rhythm, starts to shift. You may find yourself getting sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up before the sun comes up. That's not a lack of discipline. That's biology. But here's where things get tricky. You may still spend 7 or 8 hours in bed, yet somehow you wake up tired. Your energy is off. You can't concentrate like you used to. And the nap that used to be a luxury, now it feels like a necessity just to get through the day. Why? Because deeper stages of sleep, especially what's known as slow-wave sleep and REM sleep, become harder to reach and harder to stay in as we age. These are the parts of sleep that restore the brain, repair the body, and support the heart. Without them, it's like charging your phone overnight and waking up to find it's only at 40%. Your sleep may look okay on the outside, but inside your body is doing less healing than it used to. And for some, that's just the start. Aging also weakens the body's ability to regulate temperature, blood pressure, and hormone levels at night. That means small disruptions, like a warm room, a late meal, or too much liquid, can suddenly cause bigger problems. Things like spikes in blood pressure, drops in oxygen, restlessness, even arrhythmia or chest tightness in the early hours of the morning. And most people have no idea it's connected to their nightly routine. Maybe you've noticed your sleep feels fragile now, easily disturbed by noise, light, or aches in your joints. Maybe you wake up 2, 3, even 4 times a night to use the bathroom. Or you feel fine during the day, until you sit down to read, and your eyelids can't stay open. That's not laziness, that's a system trying to keep up, without enough fuel. The good news? You're not powerless. You're not stuck with bad sleep forever. But the first step is understanding why your sleep has changed, so you can stop blaming yourself and start making small, smart adjustments that give your body a chance to rest, reset, and rebuild. Because here's the truth. Sleep is not just downtime. It's not just rest. It's one of the most active, most life-sustaining processes your body goes through. And after 70, it's more important than ever. So if you've been feeling foggy, off balance, irritable, or even a little sad for no reason, don't ignore it. It might not be age. It might be your sleep. And if you're nodding right now thinking, that sounds like me, I want you to know You're not alone. You're part of a generation that's rewriting what aging looks like. Stronger, smarter, more self-aware, and taking care of your sleep is one of the most powerful choices you can make to keep that momentum going. Let's take that next step together. In a moment, we'll dive into habit number 1, the one most people have done for decades without realizing how much it changes once you're over 70. But first, I want to ask you something. What's been your biggest sleep struggle lately? Too much waking up? Trouble falling asleep? Night sweats? Weird dreams? Let me know in the comments below. I read every one, and your story might help someone else realize they're not alone either. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought mattered to me either way. There's something comforting about a late night bite, isn't there? Maybe it's a warm plate of leftovers while watching the evening news. Maybe it's a sweet treat before bed, something that feels like a little reward at the end of a long day. And for decades, it never seemed like a big deal. But after 70, your body handles food differently. And those late night meals, they're not just filling. They can be quietly dangerous. Here's why. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. The digestive system, especially the stomach and intestines, don't work quite as efficiently as they did in our 30s or 40s. That means food stays in the system longer. It takes more energy and time to break down, and that energy has to come from somewhere. Instead of resting and repairing while you sleep, your body gets pulled into digestion mode. Your stomach produces more acid. Your heart rate stays elevated. Blood flow is redirected to your gut instead of your brain. Your body never fully powers down. You might not notice it right away, but over time it adds up. Poor sleep, increased blood pressure, nighttime heartburn, restlessness, sometimes even waking up short of breath. Have you ever laid in bed and felt your heart pounding for no clear reason? Or woken up coughing like something was stuck in your throat? That could be acid reflux, and after 70, it's far more common than people realize. One of the most dangerous outcomes of chronic nighttime reflux is aspiration. That's when stomach acid or small bits of food slip into the airway during sleep. The result? Aspiration pneumonia, a serious lung infection that can be deadly for older adults. It's not just discomfort, it's not just indigestion, it's a real risk. And then there's the impact on blood sugar. If you live with diabetes or are even borderline pre-diabetic, and many adults over 60 are without knowing it, eating late can cause nighttime spikes in glucose. Your body, already under stress, struggles to regulate it. Those spikes and crashes can trigger headaches, night sweats, and frequent waking. More importantly, over time, they contribute to heart disease, inflammation, and cognitive decline. Now here's what's tricky. For many older adults, eating late is tied to routine, not hunger. Maybe dinner got pushed back because of an appointment, or maybe it's habit. We've always eaten at 8 p.m. Or maybe loneliness plays a role. The quiet of evening can be hard, and food fills more than a stomach. It fills a space. That's real, and it matters. But there's a better way. One of the simplest shifts you can make, without giving up your comfort or your favorite foods, is to finish your last full meal at least 3 hours before lying down for the night. If you sleep at 10, try to wrap up dinner by 7. Give your body time to digest while you're still upright and moving. Let your stomach do its work before your brain needs to rest. And if you find yourself truly hungry before bed, it's okay to eat. Just keep it light and supportive, not heavy and demanding. Here are a few gentle bedtime snacks that actually help the body sleep. A small banana with a spoon of almond butter, a handful of unsalted walnuts or pistachios, a slice of whole grain toast with a little natural peanut butter, a cup of warm non-caffeinated herbal tea like chamomile or lemon balm. These foods offer tryptophan, magnesium, and gentle carbohydrates, nutrients that support relaxation and melatonin production without spiking blood sugar or upsetting your stomach. You can also set a simple evening rule for yourself, something easy to remember. Try this. Nothing heavy after 7. Make it a quiet promise to your body, a boundary not of restriction, but of respect. You've fed it all your life. Now you're feeding it in a way that honors where you are today. And if you're not the only one in the house, bring others into it too. Your spouse, a partner, even adult children visiting. Invite them to try an earlier dinner. Turn it into something positive, a shared effort to sleep better, feel better, age better. Food is still joy. It's still connection. But when you move it to the right time of day, you give your body the rest it deserves. You might be surprised how fast the change shows up. Better sleep, less bloating, Fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, clearer mornings, even better moods. Because when your body isn't fighting digestion at night, it can focus on what it's meant to do: repair, restore, and strengthen you for the day ahead. Let's make it real. Tonight, if you've been eating late, try moving dinner up by an hour. Choose something lighter, and if you feel hungry later, go with something gentle. Then check in with yourself in the morning. Did you sleep a little deeper? Wake up a little clearer? Come back and tell us in the comments. You might just inspire someone else to try it too. Your body has carried you through so much, it's never too late to treat it with a little more care, a little more wisdom. So as we move into habit number 2, hold on to this truth. A good night begins long before you close your eyes. We've all heard that staying hydrated is important, and it is. Water supports everything. Your brain, your muscles, your joints, even your mood. But when it comes to nighttime, there's a balance that often gets overlooked. Because after 70, drinking too much in the evening can do more harm than good. It's not just about losing sleep. It's about staying safe. Let's talk about what really happens when you drink a tall glass of water, or tea, or juice, an hour or two before bed. At first, it feels responsible. You're staying hydrated, taking care of your body. But fast forward to 2 a.m. You wake up with a full bladder. The room is dark. Your body's still half asleep. You try to sit up, but your blood pressure hasn't adjusted yet. You feel a little dizzy, a little off balance. Maybe your legs feel weaker than usual. And then you stand. That sudden shift from lying to standing can cause something called postural hypotension, a rapid drop in blood pressure that leads to lightheadedness, unsteadiness, or even fainting. For younger people, it's uncomfortable. For older adults, it can be life-threatening. A simple trip to the bathroom becomes a fall becomes a fracture, and a fracture can change everything. Mobility, independence, confidence, even the will to keep going. I don't say that to scare you. I say it because I've seen it happen. Families shaken, futures altered by what felt like just getting up to pee. And here's the other layer. Even if you don't fall, every time you wake up and turn on a light, your brain starts shifting gears. Your body begins to reset as if it's morning. Melatonin production, the hormone that helps you stay in deep, restorative sleep, plummets. It's not just waking to use the bathroom. It's disrupting the quality of your sleep again and again. And over time, that adds up. Sleep fragmentation has been linked to a higher risk of memory problems, mood changes, and even early cognitive decline. Not because your brain is aging too fast, but because it's not getting the time it needs each night to recharge and repair. Now, does this mean you should stop drinking water? Not at all. But it does mean we need to rethink when and how we hydrate. The body still needs fluids. It just needs them earlier in the day, when it can use and process them without putting you at risk at night. Here's what I recommend. Start your day with water, before coffee, before breakfast. Your body is naturally dehydrated in the morning. Give it what it needs. Continue sipping steadily throughout the day. Keep a water bottle nearby if it helps, but start to taper off after 5 or 6 p.m. Not all at once, just gradually. That way, by the time you're heading to bed, your system has had time to balance out. Your bladder isn't overloaded, your kidneys aren't working overtime, and your sleep won't be interrupted as often or as urgently. If you do get thirsty later in the evening, that's okay. Take small sips instead of full glasses, just enough to feel comfortable. And avoid diuretics like caffeine and alcohol in the late afternoon or evening. They'll only increase the need to go. Also, pay attention to hidden sources of fluids, soups, fruits like watermelon or oranges, and even certain medications can sneak in extra water that the body needs to process. Not all hydration comes from a glass. And if nighttime bathroom trips are already a routine part of your life, here are a few ways to make them safer. Install motion-activated night lights along the path from your bed to the bathroom. Let your body adjust to soft lighting instead of being shocked by bright overheads. Keep slippers or shoes nearby that are sturdy and non-slip. That short walk is not the time to be barefoot or unsteady. Practice standing up slowly. Give your body a few seconds before walking. Sit, breathe, then rise. Talk to your doctor if you're getting up more than twice a night. It could be a sign of a condition that needs attention, like prostate issues, diabetes, or overactive bladder. You're not being a bother. You're being smart. And I want to say this gently, but clearly. Your safety at night matters. Your rest matters. Your peace matters. I know some people feel embarrassed about nighttime urgency. They downplay it or try to laugh it off. But let's be honest. Worrying about falling, fumbling for light, or rushing to the bathroom isn't a joke. It's a serious part of health after 70, and it deserves real care. Because you deserve to sleep through the night without fear. You deserve to wake up feeling rested, steady, and confident in your body. And it starts with this simple shift. Hydrate with intention, early, often, and wisely. Tonight, try it. Track how much you drink after dinner. Notice how often you wake up. Then come back and share your experience in the comments. Let's learn from each other. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to make a change. And if you've ever had a close call or a fall in the middle of the night, know that you're not alone and you're not weak. You're human, and human bodies deserve care, not just during the day, but in the quiet, vulnerable hours of night. In a moment, we'll talk about habit number 3, something as simple as a thermostat setting and how it can silently affect your heart, your breathing, and even your memory. But for now, take a breath. Drink a little less this evening and sleep a little more safely. You're doing something good for yourself, and that matters. We all have our favorite way to sleep. Some of us curl up on our side, others lie flat on our back. Maybe you've been sleeping the same way for decades and never gave it a second thought. After all, if it feels comfortable, it must be okay. Right, not always. After 70, how you sleep matters more than you might think. Because certain positions can quietly restrict your breathing, reduce circulation, and increase strain on your heart, all while you sleep. Let's start with the most common issue. Back sleeping. When you sleep flat on your back, gravity causes your tongue and soft tissues in the throat to relax and fall backward. For many older adults, especially those with reduced muscle tone, this partially blocks the airway. The result? Snoring, gasping, choking, and in many cases, sleep apnea. A serious condition where breathing stops and starts repeatedly during the night. You might not even know it's happening. What you notice is waking up feeling tired, headaches in the morning, trouble concentrating, mood swings, feeling irritable without knowing why. These are often the signs of poor oxygen flow during the night. And if you have a partner, they may notice even more. Long pauses in your breathing, followed by a sudden gasp or snort. It can be frightening to witness, because in some cases, what looks like snoring is actually the body struggling for air. Left untreated, sleep apnea increases the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, and even sudden cardiac arrest. It can also speed up memory loss and reduce overall brain function over time. And yet, many people go years without knowing they have it, because the signs show up during sleep, not while you're awake. But that's just one part of the story. Sleeping on your right side, while better than back sleeping, can also pose risks, especially for those with heart issues. Studies have shown that lying on your right side can put slight pressure on the heart, making it harder for blood to circulate efficiently. Over time, this may contribute to fluid buildup in the lungs or legs and can be a concern for people with congestive heart failure or poor circulation. So what's the best position? Most sleep experts recommend left side sleeping for older adults. Here's why. It helps the heart pump more efficiently. It improves blood flow throughout the body. It allows the lungs to expand more fully. It supports digestion and reduces acid reflux, especially if you elevate your head slightly. For those dealing with conditions like GERD or hiatal hernia, sleeping on your left side can make a huge difference. Gravity helps keep stomach acid from creeping up into your esophagus, which means less coughing, less discomfort, and fewer disruptions during the night. Now, if you've never slept on your left side before, it may feel awkward at first, but the body can be trained gently over time. Here are a few ways to make the transition easier. Use a body pillow. Place it along your back to keep you from rolling over. It gives you just enough resistance to stay on your side while still feeling supported. Put a small pillow between your knees. This keeps your hips aligned and relieves pressure from your lower back and joints. Elevate your upper body slightly. A wedge pillow or an adjustable bed can lift your chest and head just enough to reduce airway collapse and support easier breathing. And here's something else to consider. If joint pain or stiffness is what keeps you from side sleeping, don't ignore it. Adapt to it. Try a memory foam mattress topper to reduce pressure points. Stretch gently before bed to loosen tight muscles. Talk to your doctor about positions that support your body instead of working against it. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is support. Because sleeping in a position that allows your lungs to expand, your heart to rest, and your digestion to flow is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert was 76. He'd always slept on his back, said it helped with his shoulder pain. But his wife noticed he sometimes stopped breathing at night. At first, they both brushed it off. "Just getting older," he said, but the fatigue was getting worse. He was forgetful, moody, even a little depressed. Eventually, he got a sleep study. The results were clear. He had moderate sleep apnea, triggered mostly by his back sleeping position. He started using a wedge pillow and trained himself to sleep on his left side. Within weeks, his energy was back, his headaches faded, and his mood lighter, calmer, more clear. Sometimes the shift that changes your life doesn't require a pill or a procedure. Just a new habit, a new position, a new way to give your body what it needs. So tonight, try it. Lie on your left side. Support your body with pillows if needed. Pay attention to how your breathing feels. Slower, easier, fuller. Let yourself feel what it's like to truly rest. And if you wake up on your back, that's okay. Gently turn over. It's not about getting it perfect. It's about learning your body again, one night at a time. If you're willing to try this, comment left side below so I know you're with me. Your small commitment might be the reminder someone else needs to make this change too. And one last thing. If you suspect you might have sleep apnea, or if your partner has noticed strange breathing patterns at night, don't wait. Talk to your doctor. Get a sleep study. You have nothing to lose. And a stronger, safer life to gain. Because you deserve to wake up breathing easy, heart steady, mind clear, body rested. You've made it through the hardest parts of life. Don't let something as fixable as a sleep position steal your energy or your peace. In the next part of this video, we're shifting gears. We've talked about what to avoid. Now let's talk about what to add. 3 simple, beautiful bedtime rituals that bring peace, protection, and purpose to your nights. You won't want to miss it. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered together. 4 simple nighttime habits. Quiet, familiar routines that most people never question. And yet, after 70, they can slowly chip away at your health, your energy, your sleep, and your peace of mind. You now know the truth behind them. Late night meals, a comfort for years, now a hidden source of pressure on your heart and digestive system. Too much fluid before bed, a well-meaning habit that can lead to dangerous nighttime falls, poor sleep, and cognitive strain. A bedroom that's too warm, once cozy, now a silent cause of dehydration, restless nights, and increased cardiovascular risk. Sleeping in the wrong position, a posture that feels harmless but may be limiting your oxygen, stressing your heart, and reducing the quality of your rest. But here's the good news. Every single one of these habits can be changed. Gently, gradually, in a way that supports you, honors your body, and gives you back the kind of sleep and life you deserve. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to start. Because one small shift tonight can lead to clearer mornings, steadier steps, brighter thoughts, and a heart that beats not in survival, but in strength. You deserve to wake up feeling strong, not just alive, but alive with purpose. So to every one of you watching, this is your time. You are not past your prime. You are in your power. You carry the wisdom of experience, the resilience of years lived, and the right to rest, recover, and rise each morning with a body that works with you, not against you. And if no one's told you this today, let me be the one to say it. You are worth caring for. You are worth protecting. You are worth the effort it takes to sleep well and live well. If you found something valuable in today's video, if a single insight made you pause and think, that's something I can do, then do me a favor. Like this video. Subscribe to Elders Guidance for more truth, more tools, and more encouragement to age vibrantly. And please, share this with a friend, someone you care about, because health isn't something we hold on to alone. It's a gift we give to each other. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your health seriously. And thank you for showing up, not just for this video, but for yourself. We'll see you next time. Until then, sleep well, live strong, and never stop believing in what's still possible. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought matter to me either way.